Freedom is coming. Every captain. We're not slowing down. If your legs get tired, tell the devil he's a liar.
Yeah.
Let's go. We ride in Jesus' name. Break chains of sin and shame. Declare Jesus to the ends of the earth.
Well, good morning, Get Wrecked for Recovery crew. So it's day number 8 of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour. RECT, Get Wrecked for Recovery. And this is the Reset Tour, a bicycle trip around the Southeast to raise awareness that there are addiction recovery options available, that you don't have to die in your addiction. There's churches, celebrate recoveries, and rescue missions all over the nation, all over the world, that just want to help you, talk to you, and love you if you find yourself battling addiction. So yeah, I'm here in state number 28, Tupelo, Mississippi. At the Quality Inn, had a great night last night, got all the things charged, and it's gonna storm today. It just does not stop raining in Mississippi. I think I've been rained on every day that I have not had my family with me in Mississippi, which is cool. The towels didn't dry all the way, just hanging up in the room. It was kind of humid. Everything else did. So I'm contemplating going to like a laundromat to just finish the drying. But I mean, if it's going to rain, isn't everything going to get wet again anyway? The only problem is like the next big city is Nashville, and it's like 200 miles away. So for the next 200 miles, things are going to be sparse again. Just gas stations and little towns that I may have to go a few miles off the trail to get to. Either way, I think I'm going to Tishomingo today. Tishomingo State Park, possibly, is the name of the place. It's 46 miles away from where I'm at. It's 10 o'clock right now. I think that should be no problem, especially with it raining. I'm just going to push on through. There's really nothing to do out here, not too many people to talk to. Even at the places to stop, there just aren't people. So the riding part, you know, I think I've been averaging like 11 miles an hour just pedaling. Nice, slow rolling hills. It's really nice. It's really nice. Anyway, though, yeah, today I'm going to ride for Christian Casallo. I usually don't talk about the people I ride for, but today I'm going to ride for Christian. Christian did not pass away from drugs and alcohol. He had some heart conditions, and that finally led to his passing. But if you'll remember, Christian, when I got back from the Florida Chronicles tour, he rode the Century with me to Dauphin Island, from my home to Dauphin Island and back. And, yeah, lost him a little while ago, and he's just been heavy on my heart. You know, it's always hard to lose a friend, and he was a good one. So that's who's going to be on my heart and my thoughts and my prayers, his family, his friends today. You know, each day I pedal for someone who's passed away from addiction, and I pray for their family all throughout the day and their friends, that God would use their passing to bring life to their family and to their friends, and much in the same way that he used Jesus' death to bring life to us. And so, yeah, that's my day today. Big shout out to Dominic Varvaro. He has been in the downtime. You know, when I'm at home, it's 100% focused on the family, so I don't do anything. Like, I don't get on social media. It's rare. I spend all my time with my kids. I focus on my family. But Dominic took over the social media managing side of Redeeming Eden, like the Redeeming Eden Facebook page, official Facebook page. And he just posted some great content all the way through my downtime. Thank you so much, Dominic. You can find Dominic on Instagram at The Sauce Is On. So like The Sauce Is On, all one word. And super thankful for him, thankful for the conversations that we have. He's in Canada, and I said the other day on an Instagram post, you know, he always posts these pictures of this just gorgeous food, you know, like chef quality culinary masterpieces. And I was like, here we go again. I'm out here eating dirt, and you're posting these pics again. I don't know what I'm gonna do. For shame, Dominic, for shame. So yeah, I'll be thinking about that today as I go throughout my day too. But yeah, I think it's like, I don't think there's anything in between here and there. So I've got like half a pizza and a bunch of dehydrated meals, some tuna. I think I should be good, but either way, I don't want to keep this part too long. Got to get on the road. You'll see more of that right about now. Well, that's the end of the detour. So I've come 171 miles from Jackson, 203 miles left to go to Nashville. Oh man, it is hot, nasty hot. Like there's gonna be thunderstorms today, but all of the air is moving north up off the Gulf. So it's just like a steam bath on the Natchez. Let's go find out what's that way. And now another thought from the road with Adam Lineberry. You know, I don't think I did a thought from the road on the entire Atlantic coast ride. But so I'm riding the Natchez Trace here, you know, just enjoying the beautiful scenery. Just came out of the big city, Tupelo. And I was thinking, you know, this road used to be 100% commercial, right? So the history of this road is that, you know, the boatmen that were coming down from the Nashville area, the Tennessee River, Ohio River, Mississippi River, before steamboats could travel upstream really well, when they got done like poling their boats down these rivers to deliver whatever load they were bringing downriver to the southwest United States, which was the Mississippi River and New Orleans, you know, they would get down to New Orleans, and they had to have a way back upstream. And so, you know, the presidents got together, everybody made the Natchez Trace a road so that they could do their commercial business. They could get back, and the mail could run. It wasn't really for travel purposes at all, but anyway, I say all that to say this. The way that the National Park Service has decided to remember this historical, monumentally historical highway is by making it a 100% commercial-free highway. Somehow that doesn't make any sense to me, you know? I mean, I get it. There's a lot of other highways now, and they're all, you know, commercial access allowed. But I find it really funny that America's first commercial highway through the southeast, which was then the southwest, has been historically preserved as a commercial-free, 100% no commercial access road. Anyway, just thought that was funny. Love you guys. See you later. And two more quick things about Liam. I know you guys love Liam. He's like your favorite guy on the channel. Two more quick things about Liam. When I was telling Liam what the history of this road was at the Cock of the Walk, he was like, how'd they get their boats back to Nashville? And I was like, you know what, buddy? I don't have any idea. I mean, maybe they put them on a wagon. Maybe the boats were big enough to, you know, be able to put onto a wagon. Anyway, and second thing, you know, we did 55 miles over the first 3 days. And so now any day that I don't go 55 miles, I get to hear it at the end of the night from Liam. Oh yeah? So you're saying I beat you today? I did more miles than you today? So yeah, he's bike touring ready. Alright, so I just stopped in here to the Natchez Trace Parkway Visitor Center in Tupelo, and got Liam and Kirsten some I bicycled the Natchez Trace Parkway patches. So I will send these home soon to y'all. I found out the answer to your question, Liam. What did they do with the boats? So there's a movie that you watch, and it says that in the movie that they broke up the boats and sold them for lumber when they got down south. The boats cost about $2,000 or $3,000 a piece, and they would recoup a good bit of that and sell the boat and then go back up and buy a new boat. So yeah, that's the answer to that. Anyway, Ray and Cindy Pilgrim, husband and wife that work here at the National Park Service, were in here. And I was just, talking about what I'm doing, and she gave me $20 as I was walking out the door. So it always catches me off guard. But thank y'all so much. And yeah, I got to keep going. It still looks like it's going to rain. I don't know if it's going to rain or not, but we'll see. Love you guys. See you later. I tell you what, this little wind gust that I'm going through, it's been going on about 2 minutes, but it is just so cold. It feels so good. I mean, I would imagine it's a downdraft or downburst from a rainstorm that's coming, but I'm going directly into it, as you can see from these leaves falling. But it's gotta be 15 degrees cooler than the rest of the day has been. Like, it's nice. Anyway, well, let's keep going. How's that for impeccable timing? So as I parked the bike, I could hear this low rumble, and I looked up and the barge started to come by while I was already recording the sign. So I just kept recording it for like 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Anyway, that down there is a giant lock. I'll have to zoom in on it. Now that I've, done the Erie Canal towpath and become very familiar with locks and how they work, for a lock to take that barge, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 barges and a tug into it and raise it up. I wonder how many millions of gallons a second pour out of that thing when they start to lower it. Like, it's got to be ridiculous. If you know what it is, of course I don't have time to like look stuff like that up, but if you look it up, drop a comment and let me know how many millions of gallons a second the Tom Bigby waterway locks dump. I think I got that all right. Just to help satiate my knowledge needs. Anyway, I'm gonna keep riding. This is one beautiful stinking ride through Tishomingo State Park. I just pulled in and talked to the ranger. It's all downhill too, so this is going to be a bear of a hill to climb in the morning on the way out. But I called the number. I've got cash. The lady gave me $20 earlier, I've got cash to spend, but I don't want to spend cash because you never know in an emergency whether you're going to need it or not. And so I called the ranger. I was like, look, you've got an honor box if I check in late, but I would prefer not to spend cash, and not only that, I don't have a pen. And the guy's name was Robert. He was like, look, I'm in South Mississippi. Go on in. If you can find a campsite without a white or orange tag on it, then go ahead and check in and, put your tent down. And he said, I'll let my staff know, and you just come up there after 8 in the morning. They'll be there, and you can pay and square up. And I was like, oh, that is so cool. Thank you so much. So anyway, it looks pretty amazing. Like, this has got a really good feel to it, just down here in this holler. I really like what I'm seeing, and I think I see a big lake or a river off here to the left. I do. It says campground this way, so that's the way I'm gonna go. We'll figure it out. All right, well, that was eventful. So it started raining right when I got to like the campsite. So I set up, got everything cooked, beef stroganoff noodles, adventure meals. Did not go to town. It was too far out of the way, and I wanted to beat the rain. It does look like it's going to storm tonight. Probably some tomorrow. It's really missed me all day today, which has been nice. But it was interesting at the farm mounds. There was a lady that I met named Denise, and she gave me some water, and they were telling me that, like, they were all coming back from Nathaniel Bedford Forrest's reburial. And I started thinking about it. I was like, that's who Forrest Gump is named after. And then it hit me. Last night in the motel room, I watched this.
For no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run.
After I finished everything up. And yeah, it was Forrest Gump. I even caught it like 10 minutes before the run scene. So anyway, really serendipitous that, all that happened today in the last few hours. But I'm tired. Like, I did not start my Garmin at the hotel room. I started it at the Parkway Visitor Center. So there's like 6 more miles on the 39. It ended up being about 45, 46 miles today. Anyway, I'm hungry and I don't want to eat while I'm talking to you guys, so I'll go ahead and finish the video here. If you know anybody who's passed away from addiction in any form or fashion, please drop their name in the comments or find me through the POPL link in the description, and I would love to ride for your person and celebrate their life with you for a day. You can find all of the Redeeming Eden social media through that POPL link. You can find the TikTok, Redeeming Eden official Facebook page, Instagram, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all the ways that you would want to either contact or keep up with Redeeming Eden or donate to Redeeming Eden are there. If you know anybody who's actively addicted, share this with them. I don't want to see anybody else die from addiction. I know you don't either. Let's use Redeeming Eden as a tool that we might save a life. And this is the Reset Tour, and it's a total reset. So I'm trying to recreate the channel to be more palatable, and I need your help with that. Comment on the videos. Share the videos with your friends. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. All those things will go a long way in helping to build Redeeming Eden, the Garden Rehab. Do know that Redeeming Eden is a non-profit ministry through International Gospel Outreach. I'll leave a link to them in the description. You can go there and you can find out more about Redeeming Eden and about the Cody Jordan Forever Funeral Fund. So yeah, from here in State 28, Mississippi, at the Tishomingo State Park, tomorrow, Lord willing, I'll be in State 29.
Alabama!
Yeah, I mean, you know I had to do that there. It wouldn't make sense any other way. So I'm super excited. I've never counted Alabama. I didn't count Florida or Alabama on the Florida Chronicles tour. I actually started with State 1 in Washington State. So I've never counted it because I've never rode into it. I did a century there, but I've never actually rode into the state and camped and stayed a night. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow night, and I'm super excited about that. It's going to be on the Tennessee River too, and there's a really cool bridge there. But anyway, like I said, I'm starving, so as usual, I love you guys. Jesus loves you. I'll see you later. Have a good night.
So I went home to Alabama.